either.
Yeah.
I don't know why anyone would do anything, especially when you're investing that much.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, it's got to be some kind of payoff. Like, I mean, some level.
Yeah.
And the thing is that, you know, you got to go into it with a very positive. I don't care. Dig deep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you know, there's times where if sales are slow or
Yeah.
something, you get kind of low and you get tired. But you know, Frankie's right. Like, he'll sit next to me and be like, cheer up, it's gonna turn around. And he's right. Like at the Connecticut event, it was just like a lull for whatever reason, and those two girls came over.
Yep.
Remember them? And they were hysterical. They were so excited to be there. They were so excited about everything on our table.
They woke us up.
Oh, it was like just made the day even better. It was awesome.
I think, and surprisingly, because all the information's out there nowadays, but I think a lot of people don't understand that when you do what we do, everybody in this room, all of your actions are your brand.
Yes.
So if you're sitting there miserable, you are affecting your brand.
Exactly. Because you're selling yourself, basically.
Well,
you know?
well, that's the thing. I think that's always been with art. I mean, think about some of the great art pieces in galleries. Many times when people go to galleries, they want to see the artist there who's alive.
Yeah.
Because that art, that
makes a big
difference. But I mean, if they're alive, they want to see the artist and they want to talk to the artist because they're buying a piece of that artist. Right. You know, and because they go, wow, that's part of you that I'm owning now, and so you gotta walk. You like that?
That's a little weird, but yeah.
Menagerie of the weird.
Nice, nicely done. There you go. No, I mean, it's true though.
Yeah.
You're selling. You know, if you're miserable, people will be like, "Wow, that's a horrible artist, author, person.
Yeah.
Why are they even bothering?"
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, you're selling yourself, like you said. You're selling a piece of yourself. My books are part of me. You know, I'm proud of them. I want people to buy them, of course, but I love to talk about them.
So I have to ask the question. We talked a little bit about it off the air. Being at all the conventions, you know, we get to meet a lot of great people. I had the privilege at South Coast Toy and Comic Show of breaking bread and having breakfast with a guy who's a little bit smaller than me, Felix.
All right. Yeah.
That must have been a sight for anybody just walking out of that hotel and seeing me and little Felix there drinking coffee and
Wasn't
eating.
Felix Tweaky? He was? Okay, good. All right.
So have there been any situations at the cons where you have fanboyed out?
Yes.
You more than me.
Well, at the South Coast Toy, I actually got the opportunity to meet Jackson Boswick. Jackson Boswick was the Captain Marvel on the Shazam Power Hour with ISIS. Yeah, showing my age there. But, you know, I ended up drawing an original piece of artwork, hand-colored it, marker, everything, drew myself as Billy Batson, yelling Shazam, and then having Jackson Boswick as Captain Marvel.
Nice.
I didn't think, through the whole process, I didn't think I was going to fan out, have a fanboy reaction. I was trying to be composed. But when I finally went up to this table and when I presented it to him, I did. I was shaking. I was literally taken back because all of a sudden I was that little kid sitting, you know, on the floor looking at the TV, and this was Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And he was the most amazing guy. And then he was one, and then another guy was Chekhov.
Oh, yeah.
What's his real name? Chekhov. Star Trek. Oh.
I
can't think of his name by the top of my head, but I was at a con in New York, in Manhattan, and I was setting up my table, and all of a sudden this guy walks over, and I'm not paying too much attention until he comes up, and then it's Chekhov from Star Trek. And he's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Hey, what's happening, man?" And and all of a sudden my mind is like, it's freaking out, and I can't. Walter
Koenig.
Yeah,
you got
there
it.
you go. And I'm like, wanting to call him Chekhov, but I'm like, I don't want to call him Chekhov.
You don't want to go total fan.
Yeah, I don't want to go fan. So I was like, so then I got Walter, and then he was like, "Wow, that's really cool. You're an artist," and it was just weird.
Yeah.
You know, Star Trek guy. You know.
Yeah.
But that was a cool one.
Who was it? The first year I went, it was the guy from Ghostbusters. I can't remember his name. Ernie Hudson.
Yeah.
Frankie was trying to, because I really wanted to meet him, but I got so ridiculously nervous that I couldn't deal.
Just go on over there and talk to him.
He's like, "Go talk to him." I'm like, I can't, and I couldn't do it, and I still regret it.
I'm regretting
I don't know what happened.
not stopping William Catt. I was in the New York Comic Con, and I actually did work on a sketch card set for The Greatest American Hero, but this was like, the set was going to start like after the con. Mm-hmm. So normally, if I was going to meet him, I wish if I had cards already, I could have used that as my in.
Yeah.
But he was just walking through the floor, and I was like, and I said, and I couldn't think of anything, and he just walked right by William Catt, and I'm like, dude, because I had the cape. I have the greatest. I have the whole case. I have the friggin' book.
Wait, do you still have the cape?
I still have the cape.
Oh.
That's right.
I
When those
didn't know
special
that.
moments kick in. Believe it or not. Was it floating in air? Or
Okay,
something? Yeah, walking on air. Yeah, something.
I did get to meet Xander from Buffy and the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, there you go.
That was super fun.
That's
That
the
was-
situation with Roddy Piper, one of my favorites growing up as a
man,
wrestling
that's so
fan.
sad, yeah.
He was at the last Rock and Shock or the
Yeah.
Rock and Shock before. I said,
Oh.
let me go over and meet him. And then it got busy. Then he had a long line. And I said, well, maybe next year. And unfortunately,
that's unfortunate.
no
sad.
next year.
I would have
on that
loved to
one.
have met him and just do like They Live.
that
That's
would've
an
been
awesome movie. I mean, he was fantastic. Was
Oh,
it
yeah.
Chew Bubblegum?
Yeah. That was awesome.
So I'm going to try to squeeze another tune in now, and then we're going to come back in just a little under 2 minutes. And I'm going to let you know, well, they're going to let you know what they have coming up. Of course, Rhode Island Comic Con's coming up. We'll all be at that. And, of course, we got to have them let you know how you can buy their stuff, right? Amazon and all those type things. So we're going to get to that in just a little bit. But before that, we'll hear from a local band, the Evil Streaks, doing a cover of a cover of a cover. Here's Chick Habit right here on the Tony Jones Show.
Hang up the chick habit, hanging up daddy, or you'll be alone in a quick. Hang up the chick habit, hanging up daddy, or you'll never get another fix. I'm telling you it's not a trick, pay attention, don't be thick, or you're liable to get licked. You're gonna see the reason why when they're spitting in your eye, they'll be spitting in your eye. Hang up the chick habit, hanging up daddy, a girl's on a tonic or a pill. Hang up the chick habit, hanging up daddy, you're just jumping for a spill. Oh, how your bubble's gonna burst when you meet another nurse, she'll be driving in a hearse. You're gonna need a heap of glue when they all catch up with you and they cut you up in two. Now your ears are ringing, the birds stop their singing, everything is turning gray. The penny and the till, no beauty left to thrill. You're alone and left to say. Hang up the chick habit, hanging up daddy, or you'll be alone in a quick. Hang up the chick habit, hanging up daddy, or you'll never get another fix. I'm telling you it's not a trick, pay attention, don't be thick, or you're liable to get licked. You're gonna see the reason why when they're spitting in your eye, they'll be spitting in your eye. You're gonna see the reason why when they're spitting in your eye, they'll be spitting in your eye. You're gonna see the reason why.
The Evil Streaks right here on the Tony Jones Show. A cover of a cover of a cover of a cover. It's Chick Habit. TonyJones.org is my website. Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. On Twitter @TonyJonesNRI. I forgot to mention, because we would just have been so enthralled in conversation, that I like to mention it about halfway through the program, that if you'd like to be on this very program, of course, we like to talk to anybody that has some cool stuff going on. And I know that's kind of a broad base of, we literally have an open door policy here. We will talk to anybody that doesn't suck. So you can go to TonyJones.org, click on the contact page, you go to RIFreeRadio.org. My guests, an absolute pleasure hanging out with Frankie B. Washington, J.L. Metcalf, author and graphic novelist, respectively. Tell us a little bit about what you guys have coming up, and, of course, how do folks get a hold of you?
Yeah. We have Rhode Island Comic Con November 6th
Yep.
through the 8th. That's our big one. And then the only other thing before that, I think, is the Rhode Island College Homecoming.
Yes.
They're having a book fair.
Nice.
I believe it's October 17th, but you can go to the Rhode Island College website and confirm that. But Frankie and I will both be there.
And then you got December, too.
And
Yep.
thanks.
All
And
right.
then in December, I belong to the Association of Rhode Island Authors, and they hold an annual book expo, and that's December 5th at the Lincoln Mall. And Frankie and I will also be there.
Yes.
And I think that's the events that we have coming up. Do you think of anything else?
I believe that's it.
Okay.
The only thing that I'm working on is I'll be working on the 6th set for Colossal Kaiju Combat. So in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be working on a bunch of trading cards, but also some a little hush-hush kind of comic book project that, again, so secretive. Sorry. But we hope to have it by Rhode Island Comic Con time.
We're working on it together.
Yeah, working on it together. And then I also have, oh boy, there might be a concept toy thing happening down the line as well. So.
Yeah, so some cool stuff.
I had the Kaiju Big Battle VHS tapes back in the day where
right
they would just
on,
beat the crap out of each other.
Yes. I think, are they making that one into a movie?
I haven't heard that yet. That would be cool.
I don't know. Maybe. I think in the little the gossip circles, that might be getting made into a giant, like some kind of monster movie or whatever, I think.
I might have to try out to be an extra in that one.
Oh, there you go.
That sounds like a good time.
That was my dream. I always wanted to be in like one of those little tiny cities and just destroy it.
Of course you did.
Yeah, get crushed underneath a building. I don't think he's okay.
So also, if folks want to purchase anything, are you guys set up online, Amazon, things like that?
Yeah, all my books are available on Amazon. You can actually just put in the search bar JL Metcalf, and you'll find all 3 of my books. I have an Etsy store right now that Frankie will hopefully
we'll
be adding
some
of his artwork to.
Yeah.
Nice.
My books are available there as well, and it's my Etsy page is Juicy Creative Works. Juicy is a nickname a friend gave me because she said my name, which is Jessica, in a funny way. Came out Juicica.
Yeah.
That's why.
I didn't know it was that kind of party.
Yeah. People always take it the wrong way.
What are you seeing as far as people wanting to get physical copies and e-read? I mean, in my opinion, it seems like e-readers haven't really 100% taken off, I think, as quickly as folks thought they're going to work. I'm talking to a lot of people that still like the tactile physical book.
It seems to me, from what I can tell, that more people order the physical book than the Kindle version. There's a few, but I wouldn't even say, I would say like 20% of the people who buy my book buy it on a Kindle, and the rest seem to buy the physical copies, which is cool because I prefer
I'm old
physical
school,
copies
too.
myself.
Yeah, me too.
So I mean, it's fine. Whatever it's available both ways. So, but yeah, it definitely seems more people buy the physical copy.
Plus, I get to put a sketch into it.
Yeah.
If you buy it at a show, Frankie puts an original Frankie B sketch
Come
right
on
in the
now,
book.
collector's item.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you guys again. It's been a pleasure.
Oh,
I'm sure
you.
I'll be seeing you out. You guys aren't doing Rock and Shock?
No,
No Rock and Shock this year. There's a lot of shows,
I
man.
know. There's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys again. I'm sure I'll be seeing you out there.
Fantastic.
thank
We had
you.
a great time.
Thank you all for tuning in. TonyJones.org is my website. Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. On Twitter @TonyJonesInRI. If you're in a local band, drop me a line. I have a lot of new music to go through right now, and you all can keep it coming. Of course, don't forget to check us out at the big anniversary party in just a few weeks' time. Let's go out of here with one of my favorite bands. They are Electric Frankenstein. Here's Listen Up, Baby. Bye, everybody. Bye.